Hi, everyone. Welcome to our Monday night team Zoom. Today is, I think, March 25th.
It is March 25th.
March 25th. Hope everybody had a great weekend. We certainly did. Hi, Paul, our leader out in Henderson, Nevada. Hey, Paul, I think you said you had something you wanted to announce. Did you want to do that now?
Yes. Yeah, sure. I'll do that now so get out of your hair.
No, you know what? You gotta wait till the end of the call. Never mind.
We are doing a presentation in Honolulu, Hawaii. If you have folks, we've got the venue confirmed and everything. We just need to make the flyer and all that, and we'll post. But it's going to be on April 13th. I'll be there the day before as well, doing available for one-on-one meetings from late morning through the afternoon. So if you know folks in Hawaii, the market's getting, starting to pick up as well because of the Far East. Again, there's like a connection there, right? With a lot of folks in Hawaii being from originally the Far East. So good opportunity there as well. I just wanted to share with people, just take a minute to kind of share something that Tyler talked about. By the way, if you didn't listen to Tyler's lesson last week, it was fantastic. He kind of took it to the next level with regards to dealing with challenges, and your attitude really helps us all, helps keep us all in check, if you will. One of his topics that he talked about was controlling the controllables and not trying to control the uncontrollables, and which is so powerful, right? Just like they say, you cannot change the direction of the wind. You can only change the set of the sail. And we here at Team Reactive kind of, adopted a phrase a while back. One of the phrases is, don't get frustrated, just be fascinated, right? Someone doesn't see what you see. It's okay. Okay. And now I want to kind of bring up something that I think you probably hear us say a lot, and you may hear other people say this, but I say a lot, it is what it is, and it is what it is. Because again, unless you can influence it, like if it's raining and it's not the way you want it, you can't get frustrated and get irritated and let that affect your mood or your attitude. You have to say, hey, I can't control that. It is what it is. And just keep yourself positive and on track. And really, when it comes to, with people, you're going to run into that all the time. And foster, another thing I encourage you to have too, and I think Tyler mentioned as well, is have a lot of humor. Have a good sense of humor. Now we make, Foster and I, his personality, we make fun of a lot of stuff. Now we don't do it in a mean way. You don't want to do it where you're attacking someone or demeaning someone, but if you're laughing at certain behaviors, it's okay, because we all do weird, dumb things. So it's okay to laugh at something, but don't do it in a mean, or demeaning way. And just realize, hey, life's funny. I mean, and the more you kind of can put humor into your situations, I think it's going to lower your stress levels, for one, and you're going to be able to move forward faster, because that's another thing that a lot of people get stuck with. And in the Marine Corps, man, we see so many funny things, so many decisions that were made. You don't know who's making the decisions, but again, it was what it was, and we just kept moving forward. And they said, okay, we got to take that hill, and whatever the conditions, we just did what it needed to happen. So, we're going, and to bring, along those lines, to make you aware too. And one of the reasons why this comes to my forward thought right now is because of what's going on in the Far East. We've got like little speed bump challenges, just like any new market, from the United States to Europe to everything. There's always going to be some challenges. And like I shared with people, like Thailand, for example, there's no redox product there. Okay. So they can only do Renew 28 and Renew Advanced there. Philippines, in the pre-launch, they had, and which this is kind of a little bit of education too, for you folks that are looking at people in the Philippines. They had redox and then the skincare, but the redox was pulled last Friday temporarily, okay, until the product registration, because the product was expiring. So you can look at it one of two ways. Some people were going to use it as an excuse to stop working and stop doing the business. But you can look at it just as like, hey, it is what it is. It's out of our control. It's the government. Their government has a long line. There's a lot of political bureaucracy. We can't control that. And so I had to kind of like, remind people of this concept of just control what you can control. And we know we're coming. So unless you believe that ASEA is never going to open in the Philippines, okay, then that's a different story. And so that's why President of ASEA, Jerome Webb, come on, a Zoom call to just address that. And he acknowledged the commitment. They've already have about $1 million invested into that market. They're not going anywhere. We've got the office, we've got all the employees. They're not going anywhere, but they have to be compliant, okay? And the company, what you have to remember is that we're aligned with this company because they do things that they're doing their absolute best. They do things with high integrity and values. They're not just going to tell you what you want to hear and then do something behind your back. Okay. Very, very important. Sometimes when you're doing the right thing, it's more difficult. Okay. And I just want, and that applies to so many situations. So I just want everyone to hang in there, have some heart and some grit, right? No matter which market you're working or what you're doing or the people that are being negative to you, just stay focused and remember, control what you can control. Believe that you're with the best company, business opportunity, and technology in the world, not just the industry, but in the world. And we'll get through all of it. We'll get through all of it together. So I just wanted to kind of leave you with that, and or just kind of contribute that, and hopefully that helps to help somebody out there. Thanks so much, guys. Back to you.
Hey, that's awesome, Paul. You know what? Boy, how many speed bumps have we been through with the company? We've had them. I look at Columbia. It's been a couple of years. Avianca and Marco could tell you. Nothing is it's just not smooth sailing, guys, in this business. And Alan Noble had said it like in the very beginning. And he said, this business is not just a straight line. It's, this and this and this and this. And you have to really get yourself, as Paul's saying, is, you know what? Don't take yourself too seriously. You got to laugh at yourself and as you said, not laughing at people, laughing with people. And Foster and I, we had in our marriage, one of the rules is it's only funny if everybody laughs. So remember that. You might think it's funny, but if I'm not laughing and it's about me, it's not so funny.
So we don't ever make jokes about others. No. And just know that, that we like to kid. I'm here for your entertainment, and you're all here for my entertainment.
Exactly.
And so as Paul was saying, by the way, a great saying, which you probably all heard, is don't sweat the small stuff. And remember, it's all small stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. And so go, you know what? You got to just keep going. You keep going. The people that have the success, they're the ones that stay focused. They stay in it. And you know what? Again, I loved the message. Hey, where can they listen to those replays? Do you have that for
Tyler's replay?
The In Touch. Are they just
doing? ASEA, it'll be posted at ASEA In Touch in the recording section of the calls and webinars. Yeah.
Okay, so ASEAInTouch.com.
Yep.
Yep. Awesome. Go back and listen to them if you have not listened to them, guys. Excellent. Thanks, Paul. Great lesson.
Thank you, Paul. As always.
Thank you.
You look good.
Yes.
But maybe we'll keep you pinned up there anyway.
That's funny. Scarlett said she loves your shirt. How do I get one?
Paul will send it to you. Just send the address.
There you go. Okay. What I want to do now is I would love to. Last week we congratulated Melissa Weber on becoming a new Silver executive. Today, Melissa, she realized last week she had opened up the Executive Momentum Pool. So if you don't know what the EMP is, it is a big deal. And so you have to hit a rank executive level 2 weeks in a row to open it. She was doing so good, she didn't even know she had opened it. She was just getting paid on it for like 6 weeks, but she just opened up the Silver Executive Momentum Pool, guys. I just want to give her a big shout out, Melissa.
Amazing.
And Scott, I know she's your personal, yeah, I know. Isn't that awesome?
That is awesome.
Melissa,
that's fantastic.
Paul, how many people do you know that are running their whole business to a silver level from a cell phone only?
Melissa Weber.
That's awesome.
That's really good. So when people say you can't do it, she did it on a cell phone from bed. So there you go, being sick. So what do you have to say, Melissa? Congratulations.
Thank you guys so much. It's so exciting. Yes, I may never get high-speed internet at my house, and that's okay. I guess I don't need it.
Negative reinforcement.
living in the boonies, and no longer in bed. And let me tell you, yeah, it's all good. It is all good. I'm so thankful. Yeah, I did not even know I was entering into the executive momentum pool, but it's pretty amazing. Just keep helping people and sharing, and the sky is no longer the limit, the way I see it. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Keep up the good work. You're doing great. We're so happy for you.
Thank you guys so much. I'm so excited.
And, you know, and I have to say, and I told this to Melissa, you know, when she was talking about talking to some people, and she said, you know what, I don't know, you know, if they're the type that would want to do it, if they would want to. And I said, I got to be honest with you, Melissa, when we were introduced to you, you know, a year and a half ago, and you were in bed, we never said, oh, wow, Melissa's going to be a superstar, you know. In the EMP, we would have never guessed it. And my point is don't count people out. Never count people out, you guys, because you have a superstar rock star here. And it started out with her just needing the product to be alive. So
Yes.
Congratulations, Melissa. I don't know if Scott is on. And I know.
I think he is.
Is he there?
Yeah, I'm on.
Hey, Scott, what do you have to say? Congratulations on your Melissa.
I love
Thanks,
that.
Yeah, let me pop my video on real quick. I'm just sitting here with a new member of the family, and he's just as excited for Melissa. Now I got to tell you, I'm very happy for Melissa. And you know, when we first met, I know how sick you were, and we had many late night calls just to get you to the point where you could, you know, even start introducing this to people.
Yeah.
And you never shied away from it. And you, to this day, you don't. And you're an inspiration to everybody on this team. And you're an inspiration to me. I've seen what you've gone through, and I just think it's absolutely amazing. And I could not be happier for anybody than for you.
I'm so thankful to you, Scott. I can't say enough about how thankful I really am to you.
Oh, that's so sweet.
There you go, guys. The reason why we do it.
That's right.
I know.
Hey,
You know,
Melissa. I think there's somebody that you have on here that you would like to also congratulate.
Yes, I just want to say congratulations to Janine for hitting 300 today.
Thank you. Yay!
All right, Janine.
I'm so excited.
Let's just say
I look
nurses unite
more and more
on the natural side, baby.
Yes. Woohoo! I'm so excited. Thank y'all.
I'm so excited for you.
Congratulations, Melissa. Congratulations, Janine and Scott. Way to go, guys.
Way to go. Awesome. Enjoy,
Love
Melissa.
It. That's a favorite part of this, is watching people succeed.
A strong energy is rising.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Hey, I see Marco on. Hey, Marco, how was Colombia? Is he still here?
Hey, guys, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hey, welcome back. How was Colombia?
Oh, it was great. It was a lot of energy. I'm a bit exhausted. I need to take some more Sia, but it was really, really great. It was a lot of people, and it was pretty interesting because every single one of the places that we had gone to, we went to 4 different cities. I went to 4 cities in 5 days. So it was pretty hopping on the plane the next morning, going to the next city, doing something at night, and then same thing over again the next day. But it was great. Like every single meeting, more than 50%, 50 to 70% of the room was guests. That's all guests. It wasn't even associates. Like 20 to 30% was about associates. And it's interesting because all these people were not typical of what you would think they would be, either maybe having a health challenge or an older generational person who's looking at it for health reasons. It was a lot of young people, and I found out that I have a lot of young people on my team in Colombia. It's crazy. I was like shocked. I took a photo and I posted on Facebook. I was like, that was only in Bogota, one of the capital cities. There was like 6 or 7 of them who were in their 20s and all Director 700s and growing. So it's pretty interesting to see that. But it was a lot of fun. We had a great time, great presentations, good amount of enrollments, and there's more coming this
Oh,
week.
it's so fun to be on this end and just watching the enrollments come in. We love it. We're going, ooh, Columbia.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I just had to give a huge shout out to Daryl, because Daryl really helped us a lot, and Rosemary as well. Rosemary was there supporting too. She was great. She finished off the meetings really strong, which is really important in these meetings, to get people signed up. So it was just all in all a great time, and I was happy to at least finish the tour in Cartagena, where it was like beautiful and I could relax a little bit afterwards, but not really, because we had to still go and do other meetings. But yeah, it was great. All in all, it was great, and I'm looking forward to it. There's a lot more to come this week because they have more meetings. So
that's awesome.
Super exciting.
Thanks, Marco. Thank you.
Awesome work down there.
And again, Marco said what I just said too. You just don't know who's going to do it. He was surprised. Thought it was going to be sick old people, and there you have all these young people. So again, start talking to the millennials.
Awesome work. And it's it's like, how many years is it now that we're working in Columbia? Well, 3, right?
Years, yeah, 3 years.
Yeah, it's been crazy.
Gotta keep going.
Any speed bumps along the way?
Oh, absolutely none.
So guys, just trying to make that point is like the leaders, you must do it. It just doesn't just happen, but when it happens, it's amazing. So way to go. Congratulations,
nice work.
Guys.
Congratulations.
Awesome. Go get some rest. Go take some more. See ya. Let's see here. Okay. So we wanted to just talk a little bit about your why. What is your why? Do you have a clear vision of your why? Are you asking your new teammates what their why is? The why is like, you can't start a new associate without having their why. You need, because that's the emotional piece of this. And the emotional piece is what's going to keep you going during those hard times. And so, ask people, why are they doing this? Are they doing it because they want to be with their kids when they get home from school? Are they doing this so that they can quit their job, their night job, or quit their regular job, or so they can buy a home, so they can get out of debt, so they can travel? Find out what it is, because that's what they need to hold on to during those tough times, because that's what's going to drive your force to get you, to keep you going during those rough times. Because I'll guarantee you, if Aniel and Marco, and we didn't have that vision of what was going to happen, they would have just stopped, but they didn't. They kept going, and it's been almost 3 years that they have persevered. And so again, ask people, what is your why? And then ask them to visualize. So if it is like they want to be home for their kids when they get off the bus, ask them, what would that look like? What would that look like meeting your children at the bus every day? What would that look like being home for them in the afternoon? What would it look like getting them on the bus in the morning, making their lunches, going for, what do they call it?
Ice cream.
Whatever. Just being with them. What does that look like? Or if they say, they want to travel, where do they want to travel to? And what would that look like? Because that's the stuff you need to visualize to get you. What's it going to look like? If they say, I want to make $5,000 a month. What would that look like for you if you had an extra $5,000 a month? And have them start naming it and writing it down. Again, we've kind of gotten away from that. And that's the first thing. The first thing you should be doing with your new associates is, what is their why? Their why can change along the way, but for the most part, they're going to have that big why they want to do this.
When Malcolm Sword did his training, that was the first thing. You got to know what your why, what you're dreaming for, what your goal is. And that's what gets you out of bed every day to go and do this every single day, because it's attainable. And like when Melissa says, it's more than the sky is the limit. Whatever you want is what you can achieve here. But if you don't have a why and you don't have a reason, you're not going to do it.
You're not going to do it.
And so we are reinvigorated. We redid our whys. We're all excited.
Yep.
And it's awesome to know and to visualize that that's exactly what's happening.
So that is, And you got to go back to your people, go back to your team. If you don't know their why, go back to them. That's your homework this week, is to start calling your people and ask them what their why is, and get their emotions back involved in this.
Ask them, when you enrolled for ASEA, what was your vision? What were you hoping for when you enrolled in ASEA? And then have them write that down, have them discuss it with you, pull it out of them. What is it? Make them describe it. Make them tell you all about it. Paint a picture, and then rewrite a list and start calling.
Yeah, and then we're going to talk about the list next week. So, but yes, so work on that, guys. That's going to get your people pumped up and excited again, because they got in for a reason. Sometimes people just forget what they got in for, and they just need that little, emotion. Either that kick in the butt, or they need their emotions brought into it.
We don't kick anybody in the butt unless they deserve it. Exactly.
So funny. Okay, guys, by the way, the the associate renewal membership, the annual $25 is going to start taking place, and it's going to be on the anniversary of your join date. Please let your associates know, so that the yearly renewal fees are standard in the industry. The renewal process has always been an official ASEA corporate policy. However, it has always been a option. Like, they never enforced it. So until this year, and they've been warning us for years. So just make sure it's when people signed up, it was right in there, the rules, regulations,
right in the bylaws, yep.
Yeah, the whole thing. So it's going to start on May 1st, 2019. And anyone who wants to keep their associate status and their advantageous position in the sponsorship tree must pay the $25 renewal fee. So nobody at this point has had their account terminated. That's not what they're going to do, but they will get those warnings. And then if they don't pay it, they'll just lock them out of their back office. They won't be able to place orders and stuff. Let's see. Stay tuned for announcements. And so we'll give you updates. We have a diamond call tomorrow, which I'm sure we'll probably be hearing more, but we'll give you updates about how it's working. This is not ASEA. This is my
vodka.
Alkalized water.
Thank you, Paul.
Alkalized water. I don't want people saying she's drinking from the bottle. Let's see. Where are we at? Hey, did you hear what the doctors are saying about ASEA? So this was in Amazing Molecules, their newsletter. This is from, this state-of-the-art advanced liquid supplement has been studied by the Hippocrates Health Institute for nearly 1 year, which we know it's even longer than that. There were a number of verbal reports of how people felt more energy and stronger via the consumption of this powerful liquid. After immersing ourselves in both the science behind ASEA and the empirical evidence that has emerged, we would strongly advise utilizing this important contribution to human health. That's a big testimonial. That's from Dr. Brian Clement. He's PhD, and he is the Hippocrates.
He is. And just, this is several years old. So we actually were the ones who sort of found this. And I called up the company and said, so cool that they did a third-party study at the Hippocrates. And they said, what are you talking about? So this may happen in the future with other third parties, but this is Brian Clement and Hippocrates is a very, very big deal. So people go who have real big health challenges, and they've been using ASEA there for years.
Has to be.
They have it in their retail store. You can go to the Hippocrates. Regular people who aren't patients there can they just go there, and I'm pretty sure they get it through one of our team members. So it's really awesome, and kudos to Hippocrates to being wide open to a new technology. It's happened back in like 2011.
Oh my gosh, yeah. And you know what? They did their study, and we found it was in their magazine, the Hippocrates magazine, and there was this whole page thing, and that's when we called corporate. We're like, oh my gosh, they did, and they had no idea they had done it. But anyway, if you don't know what Hippocrates is, anybody in the natural health field, they'll know what Hippocrates is, what the Hippocrates is.
They do raw foods. They're huge for healing.
They're huge.
They have a great success rate for healing people who can't get healed.
Yeah. So again, if you're talking to somebody, you can say, hey, the Hippocrates Institute did their own study, and they have been using it for about 7 years now. Yeah. So, but again, there's just a lot of, there's a lot of doctors now that are really coming on board. They have from Dr. Dick Walker, what he's saying, Dr. Darren Weissman. There's a quote from Dr. Gary Samuelson. The current understanding of aging is that damaged cells escape detection and proliferate. So we have dysfunctional cells until an organ fails and we die. ASEA accelerates the process of the protect, repair, replace response. In vitro observation of cells exposed to ASEA showed enhanced cell protective mechanism. Damaged cells did not proliferate. I'm going to copy that for you guys. And if you want to use this, here we go. All right, guys. I missed a letter. So here is, there you go. That's from, why did it say privately? This is going to, sorry guys. Went to Melissa only. Everyone. There we go. Okay. So this is, if you guys want, if you subscribe to Amazing Molecules, their newsletter, you can get all of these things. You'll get the quotes and such in there. We should still have the Hippocrates. I wonder what happened to that. I'm going to look and see. I think we have what they did like in 2011 in there. We're going to look for that and we'll get that posted because that was, I think it's right in our saved mails.
Of course.
Okay, cool. Let's see what else we have here. Hey, Scott, are we doing a presentation soon? Scott?
Yes, hold on.
Yes, when are we doing a presentation?
I'm just hanging out with my new puppy.
Yes.
We're doing one April 14th in Pauling. That's a Sunday. It'll be from 4 to 6. So get there, gang. Get your people there. If you got anybody in the area, get them there. We've had people drive in from a few hours away.
Yes.
So,
do we have a flyer yet?
It's a great event.
Do we have a flyer?
We don't have a flyer. Oh, I have a flyer. Yes, I actually posted it in Molecules That Matter. But I'm going to email it out too.
Post it on ASEA Trek Central, please.
Yes, Trek Central.
Awesome.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. Okay, so we will be.
Thank you.
We'll be there, guys. Invite people. Get them there. We won't.
It's always a good event.
Yes. We won't.
The last couple have been very successful.
Yes. Thank you, Scott. Awesome job.
Bet.
Tomorrow night is the animal webinar, March 26th, and that with the special guest is, how do you say her name?
Solveig Hanberg from Norway.
And Beth Walker will be hosting it, and she's all about, so she's a triple diamond, Solveig, and she's been around horses since the age of 6. And 50 years later, she says her heart lies with thoroughbred and race horses. Solveig has a professional trainer license, and she and her husband have competed in over 1,000 races. And on this webinar Tuesday, Solveig will share her experiences with ASEA and Renew 28 on horses. That's cool. So, don't want to miss that. That's tomorrow night. I'm going to post that. Here is your link. It's in the comment section. Okay. And hey, Jenny and Scarlett did the charge up call today. They did a fantastic job. Scarlett, your testimonial was really good. She didn't just do hers, she did her husband's, she did her mom. It was fantastic. And Jenny just did she just hit it out of the park with her presentation, well, her training, I should say. So if you didn't get a chance to listen to it, go back, listen to the recording. That is, let me put my glasses on, 712-432-1085, and the code is, wait a minute, 635808. I had to think about this. 635808. There you go. And Foster and I are going to be, oh wait, and Paul's doing the charge. You're doing the charge up call tomorrow, Paul, aren't you?
That is correct.
Ooh. I think we were talking about the list.
Well, what I was going to do is just, we can put it on Netflix and it'll look better and there'll be no commercials.
Got to mute themselves.
I can go right to it. You want to do that?
I'm going to Miami. They keep
Yeah.
Peter C. Well, mute. There we go. Peter, you got to keep yourself muted, dude. Okay, so Paul will be on tomorrow. So make sure that is 712-432-0075. Same code. I'm going to put that in. 0075 and code. You should know this, guys, but I'm doing it for you. And I'm enabling you here. Okay, so that's for the live call tomorrow. And then Foster and I will be doing the Charge Up Call on Friday. So we have a team reactive week of Charge Up Calls. Hope that you guys will join us. I'm sure that we'll do something fantastic. I'm not sure what.
Whatever you decide, that's what we're going to do. Exactly.
Okay. Guys, make sure you're getting your teams on the Charge Up Call. They're really important, and it just starts people off. So you're going to get to hear how Paul makes a list, how he teaches his team to make a list tomorrow. You know, every week there's different speakers, different trainings, and you get to hear from other perspectives, how other leaders are doing it. I mean, we kind of do it the same, but we do things a little, everybody does a little different. That puts their own spin on it. Does anybody have, let's just check the,
Nope, we're good.
We're all good. Does
Yep.
anybody have anything that they would like to announce or welcome anybody? Remember, please bring your people, your new people to this call, the Zoom, and introduce them on the call. Welcome them to the team. And then again, if anybody's rank advanced or hit the EMP or done anything, just that you want to recognize them. That's what this is about. It's a safe place. Anybody?
Exactly.
Okay. All right, guys. Well, we're going to let you go. We'll see you on the Charge Up Call tomorrow. Thanks, Paul. Thank you. Melissa, Marco, Scott, Paul, Jenny, everybody that was, Bye, guys.
Thanks, everybody.